Thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm sure everybody else did in the audience as well. Thank you very much, guys. It's brilliant. Really fantastic. Any questions from the audience? There must be some question. People about to go on travel or are considering it, or those who have travelled to other places. No question at all. This is embarrassing. What's that?
Could we explain everything so thoroughly? We have a question.
I suppose I have a question. Yeah. I mean, I can remember when I was on my year out, and the main focus of my attention was to go abroad as well, and we all went to Berlin, much like Una. In her case, Dessa to study, but for us to work, and 4 of us went. Soon there was 8, soon there was 12, soon there was 18 of us, soon there was 24 of the class, and then the whole class was all in Berlin. And we got a very kind of common experience, and it probably showed through the work that we did in the remaining years of college. But what's very interesting about this selection of students is just the sheer variety of places, and I think certainly as a tutor here, to see that kind of variety and to see the kind of energy that comes back into the school is something that's very, very valuable. And I think, that there is an incredible value, even though you might work in architecture practice, just being in the place and studying and going to sketch buildings and to visit them and to experience the culture is just invaluable. Even down to a 3-week trip to China and ended up in an abattoir on the 7th floor with ramps and stairs going every direction. And was that your choice, Kevin, that building to go and see, or why did you go and see that? Was that something that just happened across?
Yeah, well, I was talking to the Chinese girl and she said go, so not a Chinese she was architecture student, and I was asking her, because the buildings we went to see were a bit touristy up to that point,
Yeah.
And that was our only day off we had, because we had to attend all the trips and stuff, But,
And the majority we ended up in places that were English speaking, apart obviously from yourself, but was that something that you kind of deliberately chose, obviously without any kind of barriers? Did any of you think of going to a country that obviously there was more cultural barriers than just...
Yeah, I ended up going to an English speaking country, alright. But I was working mostly with Samoan guys who just spoke Samoan all the time on site. So the only English words they used were the titles of the pieces of scaffolding. So it was really difficult. I didn't really want to go to a non-English speaking country after that experience.
I was in studio in the 2nd semester, and all of the other students were from Iran, so they just spoke Farsi all of the time, so I was just living like in a bubble. And I didn't know what they said. When we went to Istanbul, it was with 4 Iranians, so I didn't really talk to anyone.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting experience, but it was also amazing because there was 40 different nationalities that you're studying with, so if you don't learn anything about architecture, like in that kind of situation, you learn about other people's cultures, which is also really interesting and really useful.
Are there any STEM students or Erasmus students in the audience? Katerina, do you have any questions?
No, I don't.
Being the only student from Moscow or from the USSR here, Russia. Sorry. I mean, what's your experience of Ireland, for instance? Is there similar?
No, it's a completely different country, and Ireland is a completely different country. I'm really enjoying my time here, and the way of teaching and the way of studying here is completely different from the way we do it in Russia.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get used to it.
So what's the way of studying in Russia? Is it more technical? What's the differences?
and yes, more technical modules, physics, engineering.
So it's engineering architecture, is it? You engineer architecture?
No, I'm just studying architecture, but I don't know why we have a lot of subjects on engineering and physics as well.
Just Alan and David, we obviously work as well as business, which is the basis of the degree. Would you recommend not just studying but working? Obviously, what's the advantage to what would they need to say back there? I mean, it was obviously a difficult thing to do. Showing that you had to earn money to live in a place.
That was it, needed money.
Yeah, yeah. But like, did they give you a greater immersion in the place?
Definitely.
Did you get to meet other like teammates?
Well, I was living in Yonkers, and
Which is what?
it's New York is made of 5 boroughs, which is in the city, and then outside that, one of the cities up north, on the border of Bronx and Yonkers is where everyone Irish lives in New York, and not even people that claim to be Irish, people that grew up in Ireland. So I went over to meet Americans, and I ended up working. Everyone in the office was from Ireland. We had one fellow from Venezuela. All my neighbours were Irish. Everyone that you know over there is Irish. And then when you go on site, everyone's Spanish. So I didn't really meet many Americans. But yeah, you do integrate a lot with them. Yeah, definitely got a lot of opportunities while working there to see it more. When I was out on site, I spent a lot of time as well doing deliveries, and you get to go and sit in the van, and you'll be going over to Brooklyn to collect materials, and then you have to make 5 different spots around the city, so you get to see a lot more along the way. And then when I was in the office, we did bids in amazing buildings. Just before I left, we had won a bid for 2 floors in the Empire State Building that I'd done once before, and I got to actually go in there on the 22nd floor and mark it out with the carpenter. So, and we made a lot of money off it as well, so the boss was happy. But with that project as well, since it was a union project and it's so expensive to pay union workers, we had to calculate all the materials very specifically and bring them up. So I had to measure all the materials, bring it to the boss, and then he'd go order the bulk of it to get it in one run. So you're under a lot of pressure, and it was a great experience.
Yeah. And equally for those who do studied abroad, in immersion in college life abroad, that was worthwhile.
Yeah. Even the student accommodation, where each depends where you reside. Where I lived, everyone had their own apartment, but there was 2 floors of students. It was in what used to be the tallest building in Stockholm. It was over the tallest for class, but basically everyone had their own apartment, but everyone just left their doors open into the hallway. So even just that in comparison to like living in Rutherford Grange is a completely different thing. And then when you come out and you go to college, you're getting like the tunnel van to college every day rather than stroll along, and even just just little things like their lunch and just their routine and their lifestyle, and it was absolutely amazing. I could live there in a heartbeat.
One thing I would say, if I was doing it again and my goal was to get architecture experience, I'd do my portfolio as early as I could, send it off everywhere in the world, and follow where you get feedback from your portfolio rather than going somewhere and trying to get architecture work based on somewhere that you want to go. Because I know lots of people from, let's say, DIT, other places where they did their portfolio and sent it off everywhere, and they were getting offers from India, Colombia, Peru, Chile. Lots of them ended up going to Holland, where there was a lot of work. So that's just, if anyone is thinking of doing it, I think that would be a way to get architecture
In
experience.
other ways then as well, though, you get an email back and they want to do an interview, they want you there like the next day. They want the jobs available now, and especially for positions that we're going to be going start next week, could you come this week? So that just throws you a bit then as well, because you're kind of gone before you realise it. Like I was lucky because I accommodation, everything got set up really quickly, but it could have been a fact that we just wouldn't be able to do it.
Then the flip side of that is that you know, getting the rest of your
You want to say something about working in London?
I think it's important to keep in mind that a lot of internships, especially in America, don't pay. So if you do apply, you're not going to get money. I got offered an internship to work in the Guggenheim and art exhibition and stuff, and I couldn't take it. I was talking to Gazette, and he offered a position to research in Columbia, but unpaid. So you have to survive as well. So it's actually difficult to, if you are going to America, to get direct architectural experience.